Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome to Love Your Life Show. It's me, Beverley Buckley, here again, playing with you. And I have Pam Neil, who is playing with us today in exploding into receiving, yes. So we're going to explode into receiving more of who we are. And one of the things I'm going to be asking for on this call is for divinity to come and connect us all beautifully, all in multidimensional time-space reality, so that we can have a clean, clear, beautiful call that just flows naturally and wonderfully. Yes? Are you with me on that? I agree. Yes, sounds great. So without further ado, I just want to see if we've got anybody joining. We've got some friends joining the room, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Pam Neil on just to say hi, and then I'm going to introduce her properly. So Pam, you say hi. You with us in the room?
I'm here. Good morning. Or good afternoon.
Okay, so I want to introduce Pam to you now and just give you a little bit of background about who she is and what amazing, wonderful things she does for people and for herself, obviously, of course. Like her clients, transformational leader and coach Pam Neil has worked in the corporate environment for over 30 years and understands the stress and overwhelm of her clients as they start taking action steps to create an extraordinary business. With feet in both worlds, Pam empowers women working in corporate jobs or who want to create a new business to move through fear, uncertainty, and powerlessness by providing them with personalized guidance so that they can step into their divine potential and brilliance and create their special brand of magic to share with the world. Pam is a playful spirit with a deep connection to the dolphins as well. And by seeing several and experiences, failures and missteps, she's come to see them as blessings and that have always been on her path as well all along. She knows that every experience is just an experience and doesn't define you in any way as a failure or a fake. You can also embrace and love the parts of yourself that feel like they're failures, or just experience the parts of yourself that are afraid to be seen and to be judged. And all of these things is what she assists all the people that she works with to overcome and to look at and to be able to step through and love. So without further ado, I'm going to invite Pam back onto the call again. Pam, are you there? Pam Neil. Woohoo!
Hello, everybody. It's so good to see your face. It's so fun to play with everybody again today. And it's interesting because as I was starting to think about your call, something that came up was I am open to receive. Mm-hmm. And I was on a call with Panache, and he was like, every day say I am open to receive 3 minutes a day. And so I started doing that in my meditation, and I saw awesome things start showing up, and it's like wow. But then life happens, and then you kind of forget about it. But as I was thinking about your call today, when we say, I am open to receive, what is your intention? Your intention is to receive all of the good stuff. And then, what we do is we're like, well, why am I not receiving now? I'm not receiving, I'm saying this mantra, I'm open to receiving, but I'm not receiving what I intended. And so what I want to play with today is looking at where you aren't willing to receive the bad things, the bad things that we talk about, and see if that is what is, because if we're just saying I am open to receive and you only wanting to receive the good things, well, the universe is saying, well, and there again, good or bad is a reflection on our judgments. Mm-hmm. So for an example, so I am open to receive clients. So, but then, there's that place where we go, oh, but what if they say no? What if they reject me? What if they judge me? What if they don't like me? And so we're not open to receive that part. So even though we're open to receive, how do I want to say this? We don't allow ourselves to take the action steps because we've got all of this mind chatter, this whether you call it, I've heard it called the itty bitty shitty committee. you know, that's, you know, it's, it's those voices in your head that say, oh, if you do that, someone may judge you. Or if you do that, what if they say no? What does that say about you? So what I want to go into today is to start just inviting you into starting to look at what you're not willing to receive. So, in this case, you're not willing to receive new clients that might judge you, new clients. But what if that, just taking that action step and allowing yourself to receive that, who knows what will open up? Because until we take that action step, we really don't know. We just have this running dialogue in our heads that say, well, what if? And so what I'm inviting you today is to really feel, and we'll do a meditation later on today, to help you do action steps to actually kind of, it's kind of an interesting thing. You're taking action steps to a goal, and you're just doing it, and you're feeling the energy of what that action step is going to be. And you don't even have to know the action step, but it's a really cool process. So we'll be doing that a little bit later in the call. The other thing about being open to receive is sometimes you need to allow the space to receive. So I've got an interesting story about that. A company that I was working for, had to right size the company. And, I've been laid off from 2, corporate jobs, and, I've recreated myself both times. And so when this opportunity came up, I said, yes, okay, here's the universe bringing me the hours and the time and, to be able to work more fully on my coaching business. And my other coworker, I talked with her, and she was like, oh yeah, this is great, and, of course the fear, when you're losing income, that fear comes up. But again, feel that fear. What is that fear about? Because that fear of, losing income is like you're not trusting in the universe that it will replace it. So we talked to someone, that wasn't in the company, but we work closely with, and it's like, well, we're going to be working less hours. And she goes, awesome, I have an opportunity for you, And then it was interesting, then a couple of weeks later, and it was a person, and I looked back in my emails, that I had contacted in 2011 and said, if you need any technology help, any help with your business, let me know, I'm available. Well, July, I was in the airport in Denver, and I get a call, and it's like, can you help me schedule an email blast? And I'm going, well, I'm in the Denver airport, waiting for my flight. I go, let me see. So, I get on my phone, and, I log in, and I, get one email scheduled, and then the other email had to be, and now she's my client. So, it's, sometimes you have to open up the space. So it takes courage to take the action steps before you know what's going to happen, and that you have faith that the universe is going to bring you what you need. So those are 2 examples in my life that, as far as being open to receive. Sometimes, things that look, like what we would judge as bad are an opportunity. And so when we look at these things, when they happen to us, it's kind of like checking in. It's like, okay, what is the opportunity here? And then feel, the fears and whatever is coming up within you, because those are the gifts. And when we can, take a little bit of time and, allow ourselves to feel. And this is the other thing that I've noticed when I start going in. Sometimes when we start feeling the pain, and you do need to feel the pain, but you can also, and this is another example that I can give people to kind of help them understand how to move into. I do healing touch, and when we teach classes, we do an example where people are checking their auras. They're starting to experience, feel other people's auras. So one of the samples is, think of something that you really love. So it's like bunnies, kitties, kids, whatever. Think of something that you love. And then we have everybody check the auras. And of course, they're way out, they're real big. And then, as a teaching example, they say, okay, now, focus on something that you're angry about, or you're, hurt or sad, or, focus those. So normally when we think about those things, we think of an experience that we've had. And then what happens is the auras just shrink, and it's like you can hardly find them. Because when we go into those places of fear, when we go into those places of anger, what happens is you constrict. And that's just a learned, from fight or flight or freeze, when we're just used to like, oh my God, what's going to happen to me? So what I encourage you to do next time that you feel anger or feel fear or sadness, check into your body, where is that? And then feel where the tightness is. Where are you, where are you just kind of contracted? And start to open up. Start to, open up your shoulders. Start to, breathe. Because when you're in that contracted place, the energy doesn't have any place to move. And that's shown by, when we start feeling the auras with people that are angry or sad, they go in here. So instead, notice it's like, oh, I'm contracting now. It's like, okay, let me open up and bring more space in so I can feel this and so this energy can move. And it's counterintuitive, because what happens is we're used to going, oh no, I don't want to feel this. So as you expand out and as you start to breathe and focus on where you're feeling the constriction, that energy can start to flow. And then if you can, instead of focusing on the issue, or what the experience was, so just allow the energy to move. Because the thing is, we, as far as emotions, we've labeled them good and bad. And what if like you're stepping out and you're taking a step towards what you want, and all of this energy comes up, and a lot of times it feels like fear, because that's what fear feels like to us. But the thing is if you check into the energy and expand into it, what the energy is doing is helping you to move into that next step. And so if you're feeling it as fear and, naming it fear, it's, and you're constricted, that energy doesn't have anywhere to move. So next time, you're taking an action step or you're feeling something, don't assume, and you can check in. It's like, okay, what is this that I'm feeling? Let me expand out, and it's just like, like opening up like a bird, opening up your wings, opening up your chest, breathe. Because again, when we feel those emotions, we don't breathe. We hold our breath. And that is so common with everybody in the corporate environment, because it's like, do this, do this, do this, do this, rush, 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 rush. And we don't give ourselves time to breathe and to open up. And so when you're feeling, an emotion, and again, allow those emotions to be there, because there are gifts. There an interview with, what's his name? He's a comedian. And, he was talking about, going into the sadness, and what a joy it was to experience the sadness. And it was like, whoa, that's, it's mainstream TV, and they're talking about, okay, I'm just, I know this is what it is. Instead of just going, no, it's like, I'm going to feel it, And I think Louis C.K. or something like that, he's kind of crazy anyway, but he was on a talk show. And so, again, it's like when you're looking at receiving, look at the opposite. What are you not willing to receive? So let's just use judgment for an example. So what does, if you're judged, what does that mean about you? So take a few minutes and, does that mean you're right or wrong if you're judged? And then kind of look at what is the energy of judgment. And then check in with your inner self. What do you, when you're judged, how do you feel? And have that conversation with your inner self. Because, your adult self, the person that's here, it's like, I don't care, but, judge me all you want. But then when this experience happens, then that inner child who is afraid to be judged, then, she goes into constriction. It's like, no, I knew it. I was wrong, so move into working with that inner child. Listen to her. Let her know that she's loved. Let her know that you understand her fears, and help her experience this way. Because judgment is just an illusion, like all of our, that are constructs that we've put into place. And when you start moving into love, and you start moving to, this is, what I want to do, these are the things that are stopping you. And when you can have with your inner child and understand what her fears are, so that you can reassure her or him that this is, you understand the fears and you're there to help her. And, there is no right or wrong. And then have a conversation, because she may say, well, but that's how I've always known it to be. There's right and wrong. Because that's how we're taught. This is right, wrong. These are the good words, these are the bad words. These are the good energies, these are the bad energies. That's all we've ever learned. And so now we're opening up. And the same way, when you talk about, I am open to receive, and, we're doing that, but we're intending to receive all the good things that we want. And so, now let's look at the other side. And it's not saying that you're open to receive, debt or, loss of income or loss of love or, those kinds of things. It's, the way to put it is, those things happen anyway. And when you are in a place where you can open up and allow everything to come in and show you the gifts that are being provided by whatever is happening, then you're open to receive. And I'm not saying that those things will or won't happen, but the thing is we think if we don't think about them, they're not going to happen. So what I'm inviting you into is to start opening up and looking at what the fears are and what's in the way of you not receiving what it is that you desire. And more than likely, what it is the fears on the other side of the I am willing to receive. So, so do we have any questions, or do you have any questions, Beverly? I'm not sure. I think she's having trouble with her internet. What I would like to do is lead you through a meditation that I've been using with my clients. And it's a very interesting meditation because what I would like you to do is actually take the action steps. So what I'm going to have you do first is we're going to have you ground and then connect up into the upper energies. So just allow yourself to start breathing. Okay, just breathe. And then what I want you to do is put your feet, that your feet are going to the earth. And then you're in the earth up to about your waist. So it's kind of like, think of a tree trunk or roots from a tree. So you're going down, down, down into the earth, and your legs are in there. And what's happening is there's roots growing out. So you're very supported, and you're in the earth, and you're feeling solid and supported. So just feel that. Take a deep breath. And then what I would like you to do is, again, stretch. Stretch out, stretch up, and breathe. And just open and receive. And then stretch up again. Just go up into the higher, as high as you can go. And just imagine yourself going up, 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 up into the sky, up into the heavens. You can connect with, if you have guides, if you have angels, if you have your divine self, source, whatever you connect with that is a higher energy to be with you as we go through this process. So breathe and stretch and just allow yourself to open. We're so, especially being from sitting on computers, open and stretch up. Open your heart. So what I would like you to do, staying in this space, is pick something that you are desiring. So is this, your business expanding, new clients? Is it that you want to create so much money? If you want to create a partner, what is it? Pick a goal that you would like to manifest, or something that you're desiring, something that's out there in the future, that you see that's out there in the future. So I'll just give you a few minutes to connect into that. Okay, so this process is going to, actually, you're going to be taking the action steps. So what I would like you to do is we're going to do probably 5 or 6 action steps. And what I want you to do is, as you take the action step, you may not know what that action step is, but you're taking that action step towards your goal. And, you may get an idea of what that action step is, you may not. But I want you to feel what that action step feels like in your body. Feel what, and connect in with your inner self. And how does your inner self feel about that? Are they comfortable with that action step? And then as we take each action step, again, feel, and I'll direct you. Feel, what does this action step feel like? Does it feel comfortable? Is there a lot of energy? Is there some fear coming up? And again, what we're doing is we're just tapping into the energy that is already there as you take these action steps. And, you know, people, you may get information, you may feel energy, you may not get anything at all, but it's still working. So I want you to just open and expand, and I'll give you, you know, a few minutes in each step. And if you have a notepad, if you want to write some things down, this is a process that you can do over and over again. And again, it's just, and you can work with a partner on this, you know, and as they help you to move into more of you and to feel the energy that is keeping you, you know, from receiving and being your brilliant self and being all that you can be. So, okay, so just take another deep breath. And just, so as I tell you to take the action step, what I want you to do is actually take a step forward. And you're taking a step forward towards your goal. And depending on how much space you do, you know, you can go back and forth. It doesn't matter. You can go in a circle. You know, just physically take a step forward. Okay. So, okay, everybody ready? So, goal. So take your first action step. Take it forward. Okay, so just feel what this feels like to take this action step. Breathe into it, expand into it. Check in with your inner self. How does this feel for your inner self? Are they comfortable with this action step? Let them know that they're safe. Let them know that they're loved. And just ask them if they have any, would like to share anything with you. And maybe there might be something in your body that you notice. And here's an opportunity, if there is something that you feel that there's some constriction, put your focus on it. Give it energy to move. If you need to stretch, if you need to yawn, just open and breathe. Notice if there's any constriction anywhere in your body. And if there is, breathe into that part. Okay. All right, so let's take step number 2. So again, step forward towards your goal. And then feel, how does this feel different from your first action step? Is there more energy, less energy? Allow this to open up, receive this energy, expand and breathe. Notice your body. What's happening? You may feel tingling, you may feel more energy. You may feel something in your heart moving. So again, just allow this to expand out and stretch and receive this energy. You can ask your inner self, you know, what's going on with her? Okay. All right, so let's take the third action step. Okay, take another step forward. And again, notice, does this step feel different? Does it feel energizing? Is there fear? And again, what may be fear may just be the energy that's coming in to help you move through this step. So allow the energy to move, expand, expand out as far as you can. And just allow this energy to move through you. You know, there may be emotions coming up, there may be tears. Allow yourself to experience this. We don't allow ourselves to experience the tears. We don't allow our inner self to express to us what it is that they're feeling as far as us moving out into the world and being more and more of what we are. So just feel what's coming up for you on this action step. And allow everything to just expand. Check in. Is there a knowing? Is there information there for you? If not, don't worry, it's still working. Okay, so now we're going to take, I think, the fourth action step. So take one more step forward. And remember to breathe and expand. If you notice that you're not grounded, again, visualize your feet going into the earth up to your hips. The roots growing. You're connected, you're safe, you're supported in the earth. As you breathe up, reach up and expand into this energy that you are. So allow yourself to merge with it, be with it. And again, just allow whatever is coming up. And if you feel like you're constricting or contracting, just open a little bit. Feel that. And then if that feels good, then open a little bit more. Breathe. If you're having trouble breathing, you can do a 7-second breath. Breathe in 7. Hold and out 7. Breathe in 7. Breathe out 7. Just allow your body to fill with oxygen. And breathe out. So just connecting in again with your inner self. Connecting in with your divine self, with your guides, your angelic self. What do they have to tell you about taking steps forward into being your brilliance, into being what you already are? So allow that information to come in. Okay, so we're going to take another action step. Take us another step forward. This is our 5th step. And notice what's happening in your body. Maybe give it a wiggle. Allowing that energy to just move. Sometimes we need to stretch. Sometimes we need to open our chest, open. Maybe do some shoulder rolls as you take this next step forward. And again, feel your body. Your body is going to be a signal where the energy is stuck. Maybe it's your heart. Maybe it's your back. Notice what's coming up for you right now and just give it some attention and breathe and expand. And connecting in with your divine self, connecting in with your inner self. Breathe and relax. There may be information coming in as far as what are your gifts that are coming in from you taking this action step, from taking these action steps. What is coming to you? And just allow yourself to expand, breathe, and reach up. Breathe and relax. And just allow this energy to move within you. Letting your inner self know that it's safe, that you've got it. Allow him or her to communicate with you. What is she feeling? What's coming up for her? So now we're going to take the 6th step forward. So take another action step. And notice where you are in this action step. Are there people with you? Are there people by your side? Just open and receive. And see where you are at in terms of your goal. Are you there? Are you at your goal? Just allow yourself to open and receive this. And if there's lots of energy coming in, open, expand, allow it to move, allow it to fill you up. And again, as we were talking about before, our energy does not end in our body. We have energy fields. So allow that energy that's coming in now to fill all of those energy fields as far out as you can. And just allow breathing, expanding out. What you can do is, as you expand out, see yourself as big as the room you're in. And breathe. Expand out as far as the city. See yourself as big as the boundaries of your city. And then breathe out as far as your country. Just allowing this energy to come in and just receiving all that the universe has for you right now, because you've taken these action steps. You've had the courage to step out into these action steps and just allow yourself to expand. Feel what's coming in. So again, it may be joy. It may be ecstasy. There may still be some fear. There may be some sadness. And that's okay, because that's all part of us as being human. When we can feel the emotions and allow ourselves to be with those emotions that we have formerly judged as not good and not wanting to feel them, those are our gifts. So as you open and receive this energy, whatever it is, you're going to find the most amazing gifts under that energy. It could be the joy that your parents told you you couldn't be. It could be the elation that you were as a child that got squelched because you were too much. So allow yourself to open to these energies and find the gift. Find what's underneath it. What's being suppressed underneath those energies that you haven't wanted to feel. And yeah, you might cry, you might shake as you're feeling the energies, but again, as you open and allow them to move through you, and allow and calling in, if you believe in guides, if you believe in angels, a higher source, the earth's energy, any of that, Just allow that to come in to help you as you feel the emotions. And the one thing I want to say is feel them, to allow them to be a part of you, not to get rid of. Because think of it as a child. It's a part of you. And if it's something that you want to get rid of, it doesn't feel good. So allow those energies to expand into you and be a part of you. So as you're standing there on our 6th action step, feels like there's one more. So take one more step forward and just open and receive what's in this action step for you. And allow yourself to receive all of the energies, all of the gifts that are coming to you for having the courage to take these action steps. Open, breathe, receive, expand out as far as you can. Check in with your inner self. How are they feeling? Are they excited? Are they curious? What information do they have for you? And now, what I would like to call in too is your divine self, or your angelic self, or a part of you that you see as a higher being. And just ask them, what guidance do you have for me today? As I step forward on my journey into exploding into receiving. Open, relax your body. Open and relax. Open and relax. Okay, I'll give you another minute or so in the meditation. Just open and receive and relax as you receive the information. Start coming back. Feel your feet, wiggle your body, stretch out. Do some shoulder rolls. Just expand and breathe. And I'd love to hear your comments and what you received, and if you got any information. And if you didn't get any information, that doesn't mean that the meditation didn't work. Be aware of what comes up within the next week. Notice how you feel about moving forward with whatever your goal was. Is it easier to take that action step? Is it easier to move forward? And as you, this week, what I would like to give you is the meditation, I am open to receive. And look at those when you say that, what are the areas that you're not willing to receive as far as it goes with what your goal was today? So what are the fears? What are the judgments that...
Pamela.
Yes.
Yes, sorry, are you still busy? Sorry, I just logged out. I hopped out there a second and then I came back again. So I'm not sure if...
Okay.
Now.
This is still rolling.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you see me? There, I hear you. Can you hear me? Are we live? Hello, hello.
There we are. There we are. Yay!
Hey. So are we still live or?
I'm still here. We're here. We're back. I've just done. Hold on a second. There we go. So what I've done is for, I don't know where we were at because I know that I got to step 7 and then I got kicked out. so I wasn't sure how far you were. And I also wanted to make sure that before we end the call, I want to let everyone know about the amazing special you have, or the offer that you have for the Love Your Life show viewers. Which I've just put into the chat. I don't know if you can see it your side. Can you see it there?
Nope, I can't see the chat.
You see it?
Let me see.
It is on the side.
Oh, maybe I have to here. Oh, there it is.
Okay, so anyone who would love to be more in contact with you, and I know that you have a special there. Do you want to go into just a little bit about what your offer is for us on the Love Your Life show?
Sure. So I'm going to do a 3-part or 3 days or conference call. And what we're going to do is go into what is it that is in the way of you receiving what it is that you want. So the calls right now, I'm thinking, one is going to be, your personal life. The second one will probably be as far as your business, as far as financial, that type of stuff. And then the third one is relationship. So what are you wanting in your relationship that you're not willing to receive as far as moving forward into receiving that? So we're going to do 3 conference calls. They'll be in October. And I think the dates are on the page. So that's $99 for the 3 calls. And then if people would like a session to help them with moving through what it is that they're not wanting to receive, I've got another session or another product there for $247, and that is the 3 classes, and then a session with me to focus on your receiving and opening up more and more to your receiving. So, and right now, I'm still getting my schedule ready for October. So I'm going to be going to Hawaii for Rika. Yeah, so I'm going to be playing with the dolphins and playing. So I'll come back and have all kinds of fun energy from Rika and from the dolphins. And so the people that want to schedule a appointment, once I get back from Hawaii, then I'll send out a note with a link for them to schedule their appointment. So the calls and the appointments will be in October once I get my schedule all set up. So yeah, it's going to be fun, and we're gonna delve into what it is that is in the way of you receiving, and it's those fears, those judgments, those things that we don't. We just think, well, if we don't think about them, they won't happen. And so we're just going to have fun and play in the energies and just explode into receiving, just like Pele. So, yeah, I mean, it was great when I saw your picture for today, because I was in Hawaii when Pele was like, the lava was going all over the place and people were going out and seeing it go into the ocean. And that's a great metaphor, because what Pele does is, as the lava comes out, it's destroying, stuff, and it destroys whatever's in its path, but then it's creating new land. And, is always creating more and more. And, she doesn't care what's in its path. That's nature. And so what we, and it's not caring what's in our path, but it's noticing what's in our path and what is in the way of us moving more into our brilliant self, into the divine self that we already are, that's perfect, whole, and complete. And so I'm excited for it. It'll be a fun class, and I hope you guys will all come and join me, come and play with me. So that will be fun.
Yes, I mean, it does look amazing, and it looks like with the process you took us through now today. I know that I've got quite a white light in front of me here because the clouds have suddenly come in, and it's like, whoa! So I look like, woo! But anyway, so when you were taking us through that, I could actually feel the energy in my body shift. I could feel like it almost got lighter. The more I stepped, I got lighter, and I also visualized as I was stepping. I almost visualized I was stepping on stairs, and like my goal or intention was there, and I was walking through, and it was just getting lighter. Every time it seemed like the energy was just lighter and lighter. It felt heavier at the bottom than it was at the top.
Yep. Yeah, and it's so interesting how just taking those action steps towards a goal can create, that energy. But it's, if we're all, if there is no time and everything is happening, in this moment, you can step into those and you can feel the energy. And, and as you breathe, and because it has no meaning, you can breathe it and you can expand into it, and it may feel, chaotic, or it may feel, whatever it feels like, but it's usually as you go through these steps, you really don't know what that next step is, and you're just feeling the energy, and then you're expanding into that energy. So yeah, it's really a cool meditation that I use with my clients, and it's fun.
It's very powerful. It's very, very, very powerful. And I'm actually going to inspire you to create. Do you have one that you have like as an audio that people can listen to, or something like that? Or is that still in the pipeline?
I'll put that on the list. I'll get something out for everybody. Yeah. So,
yeah.
So they can listen.
I mean, yes, I'm looking to, obviously, I'm gonna be able to pull that from this as an audio. So we could even use this one if you'd like to. But yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it was such a beautiful process, and it was really helpful and practical, which is what I loved about it. Is it's a very, very practical process where you have a specific goal or target, and you can actually shift your energy through into feeling like you're already there.
Yes. Yeah.
It almost eliminates the fear of taking those steps, or the fear of can't I, what if. It's almost moving through that fear to recognize, and then the stepping just happens by itself in reality.
Yep. No, and it's, and the other thing that you just said too, that's really interesting, is the more that we can be the energy that we're wanting or what we're desiring, we're already being it. So then the universe goes, oh, you're already being it. Okay, well, then let's give you more of that. Mm-hmm. And that's, that's the thing that as you're stepping in, or as you're stepping towards your goal, and, opening and expanding, it's, it's allowing you to feel that energy and then be able to be more of that on a day-to-day basis.
Wow, it was wonderful. So, I mean, thank you so much for that, Pam. It was really awesome, and thank you for the amazing offer as well. That's very exciting as well. And I'm sure some of our Love Your Life Show lovers, I call them the Love Your Life Show lovers, are going to play with that too. So I look forward to that. And so if they would like to get in contact with you for obviously for the offer, but if they'd like to just get in contact with you for coaching sessions as well, I believe.
Yep. What they can do is they can email me at Pamela_Neil, Neil @yahoo.com.
Okay.
I'm having a little trouble with my other email. It's kind of overrun with spam right now, so I've got to take care of that. But if you, and then my phone number is 408-930-8129, so they can call me as well. And if they get my voicemail, they can leave a message, and then I'll give them a call back. So so I just wanted to say too, so this week, as you are, going through the process of opening to receive, you can use that meditation, I am open to receive, and, go through it in, say it for about 3 minutes a day, and then notice, what is opening up. But as you are also saying that, notice what it is you aren't willing to receive. And then that's your assignment. I'm going to give you an assignment. And, connecting with your inner self. And why are you afraid of that action step? What does it mean about you? What does it mean, about your business? What are the judgments? What are the fears? And start looking at those so that you can open to receive all that you are and all that you desire. So have fun with that. Yes.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Pam, for being on the Love Your Life show again. It's so wonderful to have you back. And I'm sure you'll be joining us in season 3 in November, right?
Oh, you betcha.
Good.
Coming out. It's like, yeah, you betcha. I'll be there.
Awesome. So do you want to say a final goodbye to our viewers there?
Yes.
All over the world?
Yes. I want to say thank you, Beverly, for putting, together all of this. I know that it's serving so many people, and I just love you so much, and just appreciate all you're doing. So thank you. And I want to thank all of the viewers, whether you're here today live or you're hearing it on the recording. Feel free to contact me. Let me know. You can go to my Facebook page. It's Strut Your Stuff Consulting on Facebook. Like my page, and let me know how that meditation is. And between Beverly and I, we'll get the meditation up so that you can have the audio and listen to that as well.
Yay! Amazing. Thank you, Pam. And thank you for everyone who came and joined us today, and to the amazing technology that was really teaching me a lot today or loving me a lot today. So I'm just going to put immense amount of gratitude into technology because it's so wonderful. So lots and lots and lots of love to you. Obviously, if there's more shows for the season, so if you haven't managed to catch any of the shows or had a chance to watch all of the shows, the replays are on Facebook at the moment. Love Your Life Show on Facebook. Just search Love Your Life Show and you will find us. And you can also then subscribe for the other coming next week, because we have our final week next week, and we might be putting in a few more shows. Just hold on to that thought, because there's a few more speakers that have asked they would love to be on this season's show. So that might be coming through, but just watch the space. Okay, well, lots and lots of love to you. Thank you, Pam, for joining us. One more final goodbye and a kiss goodbye. Mwah, mwah. Yay!
Bye-bye.
And love to you all. Thank you so much for joining us, and go and strut your stuff. And you saw the link there. I think the offer page is still up there. You can just go click on that and visit Pam's website. The offer is there on her page, and you can enjoy and play with her. So lots and lots of love to you. Have an amazingly, gorgeously, wonderful day.